everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Shayna and I do a variety of different content ranging from read with me's to travel vlogs to anything to do with my daughter and being a mom and a parent. I do weekend vlogs on occasion and special events and things like that. But today we're doing another organization video. We are going to be decluttering and reorganizing and just cleaning my kitchen and my pantry because it desperately needs it. So this right here is my pantry. We're going to be tackling this today. It is a hot mess to say the least. Definitely needs some love. So this is the project we're going to be starting with. It's done. We're going to move over to our cabinet. So this one is the one I'm dreading the most. It's our spice cabinet box. That whatever that thing is probably shouldn't be in there. Has like extra utensils and stuff like that in it. Vitamins and stuff. My prenatals are still up there, which I haven't taken in a long time. And then all of our spices and stuff. And it's just nasty and sticky and gross. And I really need to take care of that. Our cup cabinet literally cannot fit any more cups in it. So I need to go through these, rearrange. There's also one that I'm highly dreading. If you can even see back there, it's just random stuff. Like put a bunch of like our party like serving stuff in there. We have in our dining room that we also use for paper plates and vases and extra stuff like that when we're serving or having company. But obviously not all of it's gonna fit in there. Use this as like our overflow, and I just need to figure out what's in there and get rid of stuff that we're no longer using and just reorganize it. Daughter's cabinet also needs some help. I need to figure out what I'm going to do in here. She doesn't really use bibs anymore, so I'm probably going to take those out, throw stained ones away. It's a baby bottle / cup organizer, and I'm probably just going to get rid of this because it really doesn't help. It actually takes up more space than it helps. I want to keep this, but I don't think it deattaches because it keeps all her utensils in it. But I'll figure something else out. I probably have an acrylic container somewhere. This one is fine. It has all of our specialty cups in it, like wine glasses, champagne flutes, stuff like that. This is coffee cups, which also need some help. I need to reorganize it, but I don't drink coffee. I don't like the taste. I love the smell. But my husband, and I have some baby bottles that I didn't realize that were back there, like sippy cups. My husband drinks coffee, but he doesn't drink it every day. He drinks it on occasion. Mainly drinks coffee when he's at work or when he's going out or something, like he stops and get a Dunkin'. Mother-in-law, we really actually keep the coffee in our house for my mother-in-law. When she comes over, she drinks that, and we have some stuff in the bottom of my pantry. I need to go through it and look at the expiration dates because some of it probably needs to get thrown out. Is the state of my kitchen at the moment. The bottom cabinets down here aren't too bad, other than that one right there. This one, our silverware drawer, I'm probably definitely going to go through. It actually hasn't been cleaned out in a long time. It's not too bad, but just wipe everything down and then put everything back up. That being said, let's get started. So there really isn't a method to my madness. I kind of just throw things out. I usually start with the middle shelf because it's the easiest to get to because I'm short, and then work my way down and then up. So right now I'm just looking at expiration dates to see what needs to go and what needs to stay. What I'm working on now is our overflow basket, and I got rid of a bunch of things in here because most of it was expired. My husband has a problem with not going in the pantry and looking to see what we have. Instead, he goes straight into our fridge, and if he doesn't see it, he goes to the store and he buys it. So a lot of things wind up going bad, and it is very wasteful and a waste of money, which I really hate because I hate wasting food and I hate wasting once I kind of got everything where I wanted it, I started wiping things down. I still had to do the top level of my cabinet, which you can see now, and I'm halfway cut off and didn't notice yet. But I decanted a lot of stuff that was up there, and I also wiped down. I didn't have to do much because I had already scrubbed it pretty recently. So what we got going on, I cleaned out so much. Now, I typically, every like 2 weeks or so, go in here and straighten up, like wipe down stuff and like put things back where they belong, because it just, when you're just looking for stuff for dinner or a snack or something, things just get thrown around. So I typically straighten it up, but I don't really go through the food and look at expiration dates. I don't even remember the last time I did that. Some of this stuff's expired, some of it's open and probably stale because it wasn't closed correctly, and some of it I decanted. It's a lot. So down here we have coffee. I got rid of a lot of it because it was expired. And then that's the cat and dog food. I put the excess down there. These are the cans that we have. I'm gonna take all this out and clean the floors as well. I didn't scrub, like I didn't take everything off and scrub these because like I said, I normally wipe it down, so it wasn't that bad. I just had to get some stuff that spilled on it. Our chips are overflowing. I might be able to move some of this into my daughter's cabinet because the Cheetos and these are hers. These little bags came from my in-laws for her because we recently found out that she likes chips. And then this is like canned in jars and stuff that don't go in the fridge, but I don't want them out everywhere. I typically put them on the Lazy Susan, but I find them more like aesthetically pleasing, and it's not as big of an eyesore inside a basket that you can't really see it. It's typically here, but I moved it for the chips. Our croutons and stuff, we went on a family trip and we always cook, really go out to eat for dinners and stuff, so this is extras that we came home with that aren't expired. Graham crackers, we were doing s'mores, I had to throw everything else out that expired, and pancakes that are not open yet. I have snacks. I swear I'm going to turn into an oatmeal cream pie. These are like my favorite things ever, so I literally pick these up pretty much every time I go to the store. Popcorn, random food, 1 pack of noodles that my husband loves to eat. I have some Annie's mac and cheese in there, and this is hot chocolate. And this is like our noodles, our instant stuff, tea bags, flavor packets, and so on and so forth. And this has like our baking stuff, flour, sugar, pasta, rice, and stuff like that. So I had that one right there's flour, and I had a sugar one, but Brandon broke it, and I'm not refilling the flour one because if I can't find the matching set, I'm gonna get new ones, which is why I'm not refilling it. And then there's oil and all that stuff up there, and then vinegar as well. So that is our pantry. And that's what we took out. I feel a lot better. This is a lot more satisfying and clean. I like it. Moving on to my daughter's cabinet. If you are new here, I do have a one. She is super spunky, so sassy. That girl knows what she wants and she goes for it. She definitely has my personality, and we are already starting on the tantrums. But she is the first grandchild and great-grandchild on every single side but one. So you better bet your bottom dollar that that girl, she's also very picky like me. She will only eat certain things for her, especially things that aren't just junk but actually have some healthy qualities to it. I really do not want my daughter to have my type of appetite and what I eat, because I do not eat healthy by any means, and I don't want my daughter to be like that. So I hope she's not as picky as I am, and definitely going to be introducing her to different kinds of foods and just keep offering it to her, as people like to say. A lot of my mom is out there. The thing that I struggle with the most about that is that I don't like to be wasteful, and most children don't eat what they have. They eat like 20% of the 100% you gave them, and I don't like it, but I'm just gonna have to get over it. Because, you know, my child needs to eat, and the more you offer her something, the more likely she is to take it. You may also not know, but I am a firefighter's wife. He is currently on shift at the moment, and my daughter is with his parents, so my in-laws / her grandparents. They don't really get to see her during the week because we all work, so typically they take her for a few hours someday during the weekend, and that gives me time to be able to get stuff like this done, which I am so freaking grateful for, because I know a lot of people don't have a support system or someone to watch their kids without having to pay them. and finances right now is really hard given the state of our world, but I'm so grateful to be able to have the support system that I do. I have a really huge family on my side and my husband's, and I cannot say it enough, and I just love them and love the fact that my child is so loved and she has so many people that she can turn to if she ever needs something. Guys, all the cabinets are done, so that was pretty much, everything was in the right place. I just put it back in there and grabbed a few spoons that were free. I put the dog and cat medications, like flea stuff, my prenatals and stuff are back there, and I put baking. And then this is all of our spices, so it's not really organized per se. I mean, it's not thrown in there, just all up here at the top. And there was some honey stuff right there that had spilled. I kind of categorized it, so way in the back is like our state seasoning and the Kinder seasoning that my husband loves. The seafood seasoning and like tahini and stuff like that, garlic, onion, Italian seasonal, then our salt and pepper, our oil and stuff like that. This looks so much better, like 10 times better. So I stuffed 2 cups up there that I don't really use. One was a token thing I got at a convention. The other one is holiday. One is a souvenir cup from the fair. These are my tumblers and like plastic cups, and then I had to put my glass cups with the straws there because they wouldn't fit here, because this is typically where I keep all the glass. We have clear ones. We have ones with like little sayings and words and themes and places that we got them. Then the smaller ones. This is what Emmy's looks like. I went ahead and took that. I moved this around. I put snacks and food down at the bottom. Then I put her cups that she typically uses, her silverware, her bowls, and I did keep some bibs because like super nasty stuff, we normally put them on her, but not often. Then plates that she doesn't typically use, she more sticks with bowls. Child is the type of person that likes to be on the go and eat. She doesn't particularly like to sit in her high chair, and she does it on a not every night sort of thing. She typically likes to be on the run and then come up to you and get whatever she's eating, unless it's something really messy like spaghetti, mac and cheese, something with a sauce on it. I won't let her do that. She has to sit in her high chair, and that's usually when I give her a bib, but that's also usually in a bowl and not a plate. When she's eating fruit or like veggie straws or anything that's not super watery or super saucy or whatever, it's just a thick regular thing, then she can run around the house and eat it. I don't care, as long as she's eating, right? Here we go. I just kind of move them around. Those are ones that we don't typically use. Please ignore the hairy ball one. That was a prankster joke from my brother-in-law to my husband. It's not really themed or anything. I just kind of put it where I thought they looked the best. But like I said, this cabinet never gets open. We never use coffee cups. The last cabinet, the only one that's on the floor, this week I started doing the kitchen, and I did a few of it. Like I organized a couple of things because I noticed that it needed it. So I don't have to do anything else other than this cabinet, and I'll show you what it looks like. Just reorganized this. This is our Tupperware cabinet. I got rid of things that didn't have lids to it and so on. I tried to pack something up last night, which is why this one's right there. But I'll move it back in a second. But it looks a lot better than what it did. I need to dump that popcorn out from the Mean Girls movie, and then I can add it to my Taylor Swift bucket. It doesn't get messed up. Everything, it's pretty small, so everything goes in there the way it needs. This one I had to fix because my husband doesn't like to put things back where it goes. Like he'll put the colanders with the mixing bowls and stuff like that. So I fixed that. And then this one is our pans. So not too bad. I have this, which has our spices in it. Oh shoot, I forgot that I had this cup here. But my husband doesn't ever use these. Never fill them back up. My husband grabs from the cabinet with the actual regular one that you buy from the store. He won't use those canisters, so I'm not even gonna waste my time in refilling them because he's not gonna use them. So what's the freaking point? Because everything that are in there is just gonna go bad, and some of them are filled, and I probably need to dump them out. But that's a thing for another day. I'm doing this quick. I don't have enough time because I have to go get my daughter. And our kitchen, like trying to rearrange things and organize things is very difficult because the way that this kitchen is built. When they redid this kitchen, like when we bought this house, I was like, oh my god, it's so fancy, I love it, it's nice compared to the rest of the house, because they updated the kitchen but they didn't update the bathroom, so on and so forth. So I loved it. And then when I actually moved in, I was like, nothing fits anywhere. Like, what the heck? So they did not make this kitchen very practically. They made it to look aesthetically pleasing and updated. They did not make it for an actual working kitchen because these cabinets are horrible. Trying to get things to fit in them correctly is just, it's not where it's at. But we made it work. We've been here for 3 years, and we're probably going to be here for another 3 or 4 until we build our home. So we'll deal with it. But I'm a minimalist, so I don't really have a lot of stuff. So that kind of helps out a lot with this kitchen. And now we are finally on to our last cabinet. I will say that I don't like to spend a lot of money, and I'm very specific with what I do buy. So that's why you can see that maybe my pantry or my cabinets are not as special or as cleanly, aesthetically pleasing with all these acrylic containers and everything's decanted, because that's just not as, it's not practical for my life at the moment. So I tried to do that when me and Brandon first moved into our first home together. I tried to do it when we moved into here. But the more we accumulate, the harder it is to get that stuff done, especially with how little room we have in the house. We have like no storage in this home. So it may not look like everybody's cabinets, but it's our cabinets and it's how we have it. And I like it. It works for now, but we'll definitely be seeing a whole new side of me in a few years whenever we do get our house, because I'll be able to organize like a crazy person, because that's just who I am. Actually wasn't that bad. Everything was thrown on top. I didn't realize that I actually didn't need to move around a lot because I had done this a while ago and I had just thrown the extra stuff on top. So I just had to move things around a little bit. Put the vases back in this. I have a lot of vases from my wedding, because my centerpieces, so some of those are that. And then back there, I know you really can't see it, but I just put some glass stuff back there on top of a linen. And then this is a knife bag. The only thing I'm getting rid of is this because it is really rusted. I don't even know why we kept it and put it. All right, you guys, thank you so much for joining me on my kitchen declutter / organization / cleaning. I got rid of the most out of my pantry. It makes me feel so much better. I got rid of a couple things in my daughter's section, and other than that, I didn't really throw much out other than a very rusted pot. So much better about having this done. I recently cleaned out the fridge as well, but I need to do my weekly clean out, which I will do tomorrow because I don't have time to do it today. Thank you guys so much again for watching. Check back soon for more amazing, fun content that you just never know what you're gonna get, because it's just wherever my life takes me, I guess.